I don't want to answer that one. How about any advice to aspiring musicians or actors, me being both? Yeah, go for it. Don't let anyone stop you, and follow your dreams. Work hard, and you know, don't be afraid to follow your dreams. I think a lot of people just are scared that they're gonna fail, and what people don't realize is that I believe the people that succeed probably fail more than the failures do, and the odds are is you'll probably end up doing something pretty phenomenal if you put your mind to it. So that's my little bit of advice. So
that's funny.
I swear that redhead behind you, the lips are moving. What are you people smoking out there? Yes, we will come to Puerto Rico. Kishla. The well, we can't talk about the Argus Apocalypse here. It's only for
Raziel.
Yes.
I remember that dude.
Oh. Would you ever swim in a shark cage with great whites? No, I wouldn't. I'm going to tell you why, and I'm very excited about this. This is a good question. Now, if you go on YouTube, and I actually happened to see this on the television, it was a guy that went diving. First of all, sharks are sharks. Humans are not sharks. You don't swim with sharks unless you accidentally swim with sharks, okay? Sharks eat people from time to time, especially great whites. Now, it's all good. I love sharks. I went swimming in the open ocean, and there were tons of sharks. Pretty crazy, okay? It was completely terrified, but exciting at the same time. But don't get in a cage. Don't go swim with a great white. It's not smart. I'll tell you why. I saw this thing on television, and this shark got inside of the cage. And did anybody else see this? I mean, my God. My God.
What happened?
Okay, lesson learned. Just ask this guy. And I think he's like, yeah, I went back in, I'm good. You know what I mean? It's just like, didn't you get the point? The shark got in somehow, like, pushed through the bars and got in, and it's him and another guy, and they're underwater, and you know they just are connected to the boat. They don't even have, like, you know, they don't have the proper respirator and all that stuff. They're just connected up, the oxygen is connected through a tube. So they had to, like, take it out and swim out of the cage around the shark. The thing is huge and twisting around. That's what God made you to. Check it out. But no, that's to answer your question. You said reach higher, go further, I believe. So my question is, what do you believe in? And I don't mean God. Well, you know, there are a lot of things that I believe in. I happen to be, you know, a pretty optimistic pessimist when it comes down to it. But, you know, I believe in art and creativity. I believe in Tomo. I believe in Shannon. I believe in the fans of 30 Seconds to Mars. I believe in the music. I believe in creativity, and I believe in random acts of kindness, which is the greatest bumper sticker ever. So, how were you guys discovered from Joe? It was at a Kentucky Fried Chicken in Louisiana, and I'll never forget the moment. I was rummaging through the dumpster. Shannon was trying to fix his motorcycle that he had stolen, and a guy came out dressed exactly like Colonel Sanders, and he looked right at Shannon and said, "You're a star." The rest is history. Wow. 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 Said, "Shannon, you're a star." I said, "Thank you. You know how to dance, boy." And I danced. "If you do, dance with me. I'll take you all the way to Hollywood." Don't start sending questions for Christopher Walken, please.
I've been hearing that for 7 years. It doesn't get old. Okay.
What do you actually really think of the people going on road trips to all your concerts? We love it.
The greatest people on the planet are those people.
Yeah. I mean, they seem like they're having the most fun. They're interesting and friendly and sweet, and we love you guys. You know. What's your favorite song right now off the third record? Well, there's a song called Search and Destroy that I think is really exciting. I like Night of the Hunter a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like This Is War.
I like them all for different reasons.
Hurricane. Yeah, you do fall in and out of love with them. I mean, we've been working and living and listening to these songs already for a year now.
Mm-hmm.
And but I think the good ones always come back around, and you know.
That they do.
Okay.
They do.
I've been trying so hard to get this note submitted, so I'm just going to shorten it up and say thank you for saving my life. 2 years ago, I was a drug addict, and your music saved my life. I have 5 30 Seconds to Mars tattoos, and would love to get your signatures to have tattooed on. Thank you so much for all your lyrics. Cindy in Vegas. Well, good job. Stay sober, and we will see you at the next show. Let's look up here.
Fine.
What do you want your legacy to be?
I mean, are we that old?
Start thinking about it.
God, are we a legacy act?
Legacy.
Reno. That's all we need. Reno.
How you doing, Rena?
Yes, we talked about the summit, and we encourage all of you to talk about the summit and share your thoughts and ideas and experiences of the day. Maybe you can go on 30 Seconds to Mars message board if you were there and write, I know people do show reviews. Maybe you can do kind of a summit diary and talk about your day and how it was, and feel free to kind of just let it all out there. I know we talked about kind of keeping it to ourselves, but I think it's important to share with the people that couldn't be there. It was just a phenomenally special day, and we're so grateful for everybody that came out.
Yes.
You know, and no, Search and Destroy is not a cover of Iggy Pop, and yes, we are aware of. I'm obviously aware because I'm a huge Iggy Pop fan, but I think the song was written 25 maybe years ago. Yeah. So I figured I was long enough to have another song called Search and Destroy.
Yes.
But you guys can call it whatever you want. They have nothing to do with each other. They're just 2 words that happen to be in 2 different songs. But Iggy Pop is a god among men. What's the song that we've worked the hardest on?
Any record?
Probably the ones that still need a lot of work.
Yeah.
Which of those?
Yeah.
Kings and Queens.
Yeah. So,
I feel like we worked really hard on Night of the Hunter, though. You know?
that was intense.
That was intense.
That was an intense song.
5 days just to get the drum sound right.
Yeah.
You know?
Damn, they sound good.
Yes, they do.
There you go. Well, no.
What's Shannon's current drum setup?
Right now,
How about this? You guys do it.
yeah, go ahead. Jerry needs to go to the restroom. My current setup.